All right, back for part two of day 67. Here's the formula, and it looks a lot alike a lot like the amount at the end, right? Instead of blah minus 1, it's 1 minus blah. The other little tiny difference is that the exponent is negative, and that's for a reason that we don't really need to know. And this is the present value. This is the present value formula. So P is the present value of the annuity. Everything else is the same as the other one. So we got to sort of keep the two separate, but we'll see that this minus makes it a little more difficult to put into our calculator, but not so bad. And here we go. Here's the formula. Present value is what we want to find. The regular payment that FERDS was taken out was $1,000, and the interest rate that they were getting was 3%. Not 3%. Was 6%, I think. What was it? 6% compounded. I don't think that should be monthly. That should be quarterly, right? To match the payments. That was kind of a goof up. You can fix that up in your notes if you want. 6% compounded quarterly, and N is 2.5 years for 4 times a year. That was 10 payments. That was, it actually went evenly, so that's nice. And so I've got $1,000 drawn by FERD, 1.015, the exponent -10 over I, which is 0.015. So let's see that in our calculator. 1,000 times bracket 1 minus bracket, this is the start bracket, 1.015 end bracket. That bracket never did anything there, really, did it? To the exponent. And in this calculator, I've got to put the number in first and then hit my minus plus minus button to make it negative. In some of your calculators, you'll hit the minus button first, then type 10. But there's the exponent -10, end bracket, divided by 0.015. And it should be the same amount. And there it is. 9222 decimal, what was it? Oh, wrong calculator. 18. Just like on the graphing calculator. And so say, well, I'd rather just use the graphing calculator, same as yesterday's stuff, really. And you need to be able to do both. You need to be able to use the formula and the graphing calculator. And that one's the formula. So here we go. So this is a cash, double cash for life. The OLG, Ontario Lottery Corporation, offers you $2 million as the payout for your double cash for life winning ticket. Would you take it? So the idea of these tickets is you get $2,000 per week for life. But if you go to the rules, and I got the rules up here somewhere, the rules down here when you talk about, where is it? Prize structures, payments of prizes. An annuity prize, that's what we're talking about, this regular payment, $2,000 a week. You may have the option of a single cash payment in lieu of periodic payments. So that means you can take all the money up front. The single cash payment will be a fixed amount determined by the corporation, regardless of the age and gender of the winner, and will extinguish the winner's entitlement to all annuity payments. So you take all the money up front. The prize option chosen by the winner shall be final and binding. So you decide, and you'd have to take the money. Okay. Notice later on in the prize it says the annuity prize winner. So if this is the winner, if they happen to die before the conclusion of the 20-year minimum. So this cash for life is at least 20 years, which is pretty cool. Um, if you happen to die before the end of the 20 years, then you can transfer the money over until the 20-year minimum is up. Well, the question is, should I keep taking the $2,000 a week, or should I take the cash up front? Well, it kind of depends on how much cash they're offering, right? So if we go back to the note, they offer you $2 million. Are you going to take the $2 million? Notice that $2 million, that's the amount now, right? So would you take $2 million now, or the $2,000 a week forever, or for life, right? Well, we'd have to define what life means, but let's figure it out. Oops, the present value. That's what we're going to compare to the $2 million, right? 1 plus I to the exponent negative n. All right. The regular payment was $2,000. Telephone's ringing. Right. And I is 3%, but compounded weekly. And again, there's one of those nasty expressions that we have to put right into a formula. N, this is weird, right? We know it's 52 times a year, but how many years are we talking? Right? Well, and if it's one of you folks, let's say you're 18, you got to be 18 to buy a lottery ticket. So let's say you're 18. How long would you expect to live? Probably lifespan would be, for someone your age, you probably expect to live to your 80. Some of us will go earlier than that, some later, but let's say 80. That's 62 years. So 62 years, about 52 weeks a year, that's a lot of payments. 3,224 payments. And now and of course P is what we want to find, right? The present value would be how much this annuity, how much this cash for life ticket is actually worth. $2,000 a week. And again, I could put the decimals in there, but with such a large exponent, if we didn't put this in exactly like this, our answer would be off by many, not only many pennies, it would be many dollars or hundreds or thousands of dollars even, because this is going to be, should be a huge amount of money, around 2 million we're guessing. Okay, so let's jam this into a calculator if we can. 2,000 times first bracket 1 minus bracket 1 plus 0.03 divided by 52, and that's this n bracket to the exponent 3224, make that negative, n bracket divided by start bracket 0.03 divided by 52, n bracket. This is kind of exciting. 2,929,712. How much money is that? That's almost $3 million. So, would you take it, or should you take it? No, don't take it. The annuity is worth about 2.9 million bucks. Be a nice decision to make, though, wouldn't it? And of course, there's lots of things that are going on. If the interest rate is different, maybe your choice would be different. If maybe you don't expect to live to be 80, then your choice would be different. Or if I bought the ticket, because I'm 28 years old, then the choice would be different as well, right? Lots of decisions, but for you, if you won, you're not taking the money up front. You're taking the annuity. Okay, that's it. Have fun with the homework, and we can always dream of cash for life. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.